Hello and welcome to my photography channel. Thanks for joining me. This is my very first broadcast from my new little studio. Nice and colourful, isn't it? Blues and reds. It makes me really hip, apparently, if I use colour. But anyway, I'm going to do something very different today. I'm going to critique an old TV episode back from about 2003. Not about, it actually was from 2003. Now, in about 2007 was when I actually picked up the camera and I started photography. And one of the shows that really inspired me and used to motivate me to shoot was a show called America's Next Top Model. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you're in the fashion industry, you would know about it. Now, I still love watching it for specifically the photography section of it. Every episode, they would go out and get the girls to do a shoot. And the shoots were amazing. Some of them were just crazy concepts. Some of them were really, really dangerous. And there's some of those ones I'll review in future episodes. But today, we're actually going to go back to 2003, the very first episode, the very first shoot that they did, and it was in New York. And we're going to have a look and see how much time has passed and how much has changed. And you can actually see, if you watch the series, how little of a budget they had in the very first season. So let's head into the video and start watching it and give it a bit of a critique. Cycle 1, Episode 1, aired 20th of May 2020.
We were like on top of a roof and there was like snow. The wind was blowing. It was freezing.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Before I start, I just want to call a couple of girls forward. Robin, Kissy, Ebony, and Shannon. You guys to come forward just a little bit. Okay, I was really upset. I heard that you four were late, and that's just not acceptable. Photo shoots are thousands of dollars, and time is money. It's 100% not acceptable. So if this was a normal shoot, a lot of you guys would have been sent home.
We were being judged on being on time. I am very nervous about the cut coming up.
You know what? I actually totally agree there. One of the things is, like they said, time is money. But for me, if I hadn't already arranged a model, I wouldn't have sent the girls home. Because if they turn up, even if they turn up a bit late, it's cheaper to actually keep them there than to send them off home and try and find somebody. But one of the things I also do, if they turn up late, is I don't crack the shits with them. Because at the end of the day, I need to have my talent in a good mood. Because if they're not in a good mood, it's going to show in the images. So when they get there, oh, look, it's okay, no worries, and yeah, we'll shoot, and and I'll give them the usual spiel. You're looking great, fantastic, and all that type of spiel that I do. Then at the end of it, once we've got our shots, I'll probably never book them again. That's the best way to handle it, in my opinion. Because you don't want to have that negativity on the set. You want to get your shots. You want to get the very best out of your shots, and you deal with that type of negativity at the end of the shoot. All right, let's get back to the video.
All right, you know what? That's enough of that. Now I want you to meet your photographer for the day, Douglas Bizzarro, and his partner, Elizabeth Moss.
Hi, guys. How y'all doing? Today we're going to be doing swimwear, and we're going to be doing it up here on the roof.
It looks like it's in the middle of winter in New York and they're doing swimwear. Yeah, that's the great thing about fashion. You kind of got to shoot it a season or two ahead of, the collection. But geez, in the middle of winter, I'm pretty sure somewhere in America it was sunny. They could have gone there. Maybe California.
We're all kind of just like, are they serious?
I freaked out just because it was so cold.
You may be wondering why we're shooting outside in the cold. Swimwear is shot the season before, so we have to shoot it now.
Yeah. Welcome to the beautiful, glamorous world of modeling. The one most common mistake that new models make is the sexier I move, the better the picture is going to be. It is all about this first. It's all about the face. You have to always be thinking about something. Like a dead eye is just kind of like, and then an eye that just has some fire is like, see how it just changes? You can create a character when you model. It's kind of like silent movies. You have to give it your best, give it your all out there, and just work it. All right? And good luck in your first shoot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's freezing.
That's ice. That's ice there. Oh my God, and they're shooting in that and swimwear. Oh, jeez. I feel for you girls. I really feel for you.
This happens to be the coldest day in New York City.
8-degree wind chill. We've worked in a lot of cold weather. For this to be the worst conditions we've ever worked in, and this is their first time, it's crazy.
Wait a minute. I said it's about 20 degrees.
Nice, hold it.
Oh man, look at that camera. That thing, what is it? Film. No, I started in the digital age, so I didn't shoot film. That thing must weigh a ton. And that ring light. Oh, geez. I'm so glad I missed all this. Jeez.
Excellent. I think we got it. A model is more than just a pretty face. They really have to be confident inside. They really have to be able to give it in front of the lens.
Normally I wouldn't really care, but it was so cold. I get cold in the sun. I'm cold all the time.
Nice. You look great. Nicole would listen.
She's looking a bit stiff, and she's got the cliched, hands on the hips type thing. One of the things is I've got to remember all these girls are newbies, very little experience. And it's showing. She does have the typical bikini look, but the hands on the hips, very cliched. Kind of like this shot with the building in the background. It's pretty cool.
To me, and that's an important thing in a model, is to be able to listen to the photographer.
I was a little nervous, all the other girls are so skinny. I got a little bit more meat to me, but I had a blast.
Yeah, relax. Don't be cold. You know what? Can you back up a little bit? Head down. Let your head flop down. Once I get you to the position that we like, don't move it around so much, because I got you over here, and then you're like over here, and then,
okay.
You know what I mean? There you go. That's it. Totally. There you go.
Oh my God, what is that pose? What are they doing to the poor girl? What's her name? Tessa. Oh, jeez.
Perfect.
She probably had people teach her how to model the wrong way.
And that's the right way? Oh, poor girl.
That was her problem.
I haven't looked this good ever.
I did notice Robin being a little modest in her bikini.
She has a little more insulation than me.
All right, here we go.
Robin is like 26 or 27 years old. How much farther is she going to go? Because age is a big factor in the modeling world.
What is it with these poses? What are they making the girls do? They're terrible. What? There's nothing flattering about that. It makes them short. It makes their legs look terrible. I'm pretty sure the photographer must be experienced to get onto this show in the first place. But blimey, jeez, wow, it's terrible. Terrible.
Not like this. Okay. You know what I mean? This looks like you're like taking a crap or something,
You're making her look like taking a crap. Seriously, come on. They're following your direction and it's terrible.
Chin down, chin down.
Oh, look at that.
Hold that, you look amazing. Hold it.
He must be seeing something totally different to what I'm seeing now. Oh, anyway.
Cold enough for you?
I thought it was going to be okay.
You know what? I really love her face. She's got I like the look and the hair. She's got a really cool look. Really good fashionable look.
Until having to take off my blanket and the wind was just coming from every direction. It made it so much colder.
All right, come on, Elise. You ready? Yeah.
Nice, hold that, good.
Now, I do shoot swimwear, not a huge amount. My work's mainly around the couture fashion. I personally wouldn't book a girl this slim because there's so little of the fabric in swimwear as it is that you want to, show off the shape of it, and she's just too slim. She'll make a great fashion model, but not for swimwear. It's not something I would personally book. And yes, we want to be diversify, and have different types of body shapes. But at the end of the day, we are trying to shoot garments. That's what fashion's all about. It's all about the garments and making them look sensational. This doesn't do much for it, unfortunately.
I had
But I love her face.
to drop my shoulder, keep my arm in, keep my fingers together, and my thumb hidden while holding my
What are they doing to these girls? Seriously.
high heel and sucking back snot.
This is probably her first time shooting, so not only is she nervous, but it's so cold that she just can't give a look.
She was very skinny, which means she was cold. She got to the point where she couldn't even think straight, and she started crying.
Elise, she has a small petite body, so she probably can't keep warmth, and Elise couldn't handle it. But I did not complain. I ripped off my blanket and I said, okay, and I just went for it.
There it is. Hands on the hips again. That's a go-to. That's a fail-safe pose, that one. Mind you, her face looks pretty good. I like the breeze in her hair.
Nice.
But it was so cold. I mean, everything was numb from my ears to my hands to my feet to my butt.
New York, hips out one way. Yeah, hold it. Giselle did a great job. You can tell when a girl has practiced in the mirror. And look at me right here, pretty. Nice.
Yeah, I really like Ebony's look. She's got a great fierce look. I love the short hair on her as well. She's looking very stiff, but very stiff. They need to give her a bit more direction. But all I know, they could have, and they just edited it out.
She's beautiful, but she didn't really physically do anything that was spectacular.
Hey, guys.
She needs to squint her eyes down.
Squint your eyes down.
Katie was one of the most difficult ones. She couldn't seem to get everything right all at once at the same time. Now she's doing this number. It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Good, hold that, don't move, nice. I think she was giving a little too much. It was looking a little almost Playboy-ish. How's that looking? What do you think?
The eyes are big again.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I already told her 20 times.
It's not gonna get any better.
I don't think it was challenging. I think it was a great experience, and I'll do it again anytime.
Let's do this. Philippians 4:13 said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Pull the hair from your chin around. Well, I don't have time to sit there and teach a model to model.
Yeah.
So she needs to bring something to the table.
Well, you don't have to teach the model. You can help her out by giving her direction, and as much direction as you possibly can give her. And constantly talk to the models. That's what I do. I'm always gasbagging to them, talking shit, trying to be jovial on 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 location, and trying to connect with the models. And I get they're probably on a time limit, and yeah, of course they're absolutely freezing as well. But one of the things I do before a shoot, I actually try and talk. Especially if I've never met the model before, I try and talk to them. I have a bit of a chat, specifically when they're having their hair and makeup done. I'll have my assistant setting up the gear, and I'll go and help when I can. As soon as I get a bit of time, I'm off to the makeup room and have a chat with the girls. Just trying to get to know them a bit better, trying to feel more comfortable. So by the time we get on set, on location, a bit of that apprehension's gone.
And it's over. We can go warm, hot cocoa.
And now give me even more, like really fierce.
I want to win this contest. Words cannot explain how bad I want to win.
She started freezing up at the end there. I just couldn't get that facial expression, and that's really the selling point, is it's in the eyes. You ready? You ready? Yeah, nice. Excellent.
Working with the professional.
She's she's going to bring a bit of fierceness to the shot. She's looking good. I like her face. I like her jaw.
Photographer today was such a learning experience. He kind of brought something out of me today I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, nice, excellent. Easy was easy to shoot. Most of the girls, they have it in the body, and then their face is so cold they can't give the face. Well, she was able to give the face.
I think everybody did a really good job considering the circumstances today.
I'm thinking that it's going to be a tough competition comes to the end of this.
Cool. Well, that was interesting. So a few things there. Gee, I really feel for the girls. Like I said earlier, so cold, snow on the ground that they were shooting on, and they've got to do swimwear. But all right. So I think we need to have a look at the shots. In this particular season, I don't know if it was every episode. I can't remember every episode, but they didn't actually have a winner like they did in follow-up seasons. They basically eliminated someone, and that was it. So let's have a look at some of these girls and their final product. Now, I apologise right now. It was pretty hard trying to find some, decent resolution images of these girls. I did find probably 3, 4 that were good quality. Some of the other ones, like this one, was really, really crap quality. So, again, I apologise, but hopefully in future episodes I'll have a bit more luck. All right, so the first girl, Adrienne, who's 20 years old. Now, I've seen this pose quite a number of times, and she kind of looks a bit awkward to me. In fact, that'll probably be, because they're all newbies, that'll probably be, the common theme through most of the images. Yeah, I don't mind at all. I love her face. Like, she's got a great look. Overall, it's not a too bad a shot. Nicole, 22 years of age. And they end up using that shot with her hands on the hips. It's a good shot, actually. I don't mind it at all. I love the blowing hair. I love her face in this one. It's pretty cool. I wish I had a better resolution image of this one. I love the building in the background. I think that's the Empire State. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can just work it out. No, it's a good shot. It's a good. Is it memorable? I don't think any of these images are going to be memorable. Again, the new girls, first time shoots from it for some of them. This is Tessa. This is the one they're putting in stupid poses. Oh, jeez, I'm looking up her butt. Sorry, Tessa. It wasn't planned. But, I don't even know where to begin. Everything is just terrible about this image. The pose, I don't like the expression of her face. I don't even know what she's doing with her right arm. Why they pose it this way, I have no idea. No idea. It's just shocking. Yeah, everything's just... Sorry, Tessa. I don't think it's Tessa's fault. I mean, we saw in the video Douglas Bizarro was actually posing her, and actually but her assistant, I can't remember her name, sorry, was actually physically, posing her, moving her into that position. So, sorry, Tessa, they didn't help you at all in this particular shot. Robin, 26 years of age. So what's she now? She's in her, she's in her 40s now. Yeah, another one. I mean, she's got bigger thighs, so putting her in this type of pose is just not the right thing to do. It's shocking. Her eyes look a bit vacant. She's kind of not there. Honestly, the only thing I like from this shot is that glare on the building. Yeah, so we're obviously heading down, late in the afternoon. Sorry, Robin. Elise. This is what I was saying about, being very slim for the outfit. What are you doing with your hand on the heel? Again, they made her do that. Oh, I don't know. Why? It is what it is. Again, we are looking at 2003. I don't know. I don't want to bag out the photographer, but I don't know why her and her partner were, making her do these type of poses. Anyway, yeah. These were the days before they actually got a stylist on the show. Stylists and all sorts of other people. All right, let's move on to Giselle. Hands on the hips, I like the hair, the wind blowing in her hair. Her face isn't too bad in this. Again, like most of them, they're forgettable. Sorry, not much for me. It's not something. Surely these couldn't have been the best shots out of the set. I wonder how much time. I'd love to know how much time they actually spent on each girl. Probably not a great deal. So bloody freezing, so damn cold. All right, Ebony. Now, she's got a great look. I love her look. Again, hands on the hips. But enough, one's kind of pulling on the strings of the bikini or the swimwear. Glamour is bikini. Fashion is swimwear. That's the difference. I love her face. I love her, the cut of her hair and everything. She's got such a great look. Love to know how far she got, and I can't remember. I haven't watched the whole season. All right, I love the building in the background. This is a really good shot. This is it's not a great shot, but it's definitely one that stands out. All right, Katie, who's 21 at this time in 2003. Yeah, her face isn't too bad in this. Again, we've got the hands on the hips because that's like I said, it's the default pose. I mean, there's so many things they could have done there. I mean, it's such a good background. Well, I suppose you had to be there. Probably would have done things a bit differently. I don't know if they had a goal they were trying to achieve with their end pictures, but then again, I got to remember it's 2003. But I have seen some amazing shots from 2003. All right, on to Shannon. Don't know about her face. Her face looks a bit awkward. I'm not 100% convinced there. She's got one hand on the hip. I actually don't mind her hand in her hair. Again, you see what I mean about the body shape for the actual swimwear? It doesn't show off the swimwear at all. Not at all. And if I was a designer, it's not the models I would have booked. But then again, it is a competition. They had, a category to shoot, a theme to shoot. So you got what you got. And the final girl, Kessie. It's Kessie. Was she one of the ones that turned up late? Can't remember. But yeah, look at those eyes. She's got a really fierce look. Really fierce look. I like it. Don't mind it at all. It's and you can tell this is a little bit later in the evening, in the day, or something like that. You're starting to get that gold tone in the buildings in the background. Yeah, the sky kind of has the same tone. It's just the actual buildings are starting to glow now, that golden glow. And like I said earlier, they didn't have a winner in this particular very first episode. And the girl that got eliminated, get ready for this, is, and no surprise, poor old Tessa got eliminated. The third girl that was up. Yeah, she really copped it. And honestly, it wasn't her fault. I don't think it was her fault. I mean, look at the pose. And they made her do that pose. And at the end of the day, I don't know if they eliminated because of this photo or because of the whole, some things she had to do in the episode. But yeah, it was a bit unfair for poor old Tessa. The girls made her do what, or rather the photographer made her do what they told her to do. Anyway, so what I thought I would do, it was actually, let's talk about the photographer Douglas Pizarro. Now, I looked at the photos and I thought, surely, that can't be the quality of his work. So I jumped in there and I did a bit of a Google search and under his name, and I found him. Surprisingly, there's actually not that much about him out there. He does have an Instagram page, which is a bit more recently updated. I think the last image I saw of his was a few days old, but the images weren't that recent. And I jumped onto, that was Instagram, I jumped onto his Facebook page, and his Facebook page hadn't been updated since 2015. So it's quite a while. And I tried to find a bit of a bio, and I did find a web page for him. Douglas Pizarro, I can't remember now, .com or something. If I remember, I'll add it to in somewhere down here. Yeah, something like that down here, if I can find it. And you can go check them out. But I can save you the time. I actually put together some images. And, oh boy, what a change. What an absolute change. Look at this. And it's the same building in the background, shot in New York. And when I started reading his bio in about 2009, so what's that, 6 years after he did the shoot, he started specialising in post-production for a lot of companies. So that may explain why there aren't that many images of him being a photographer around. Don't quote me on it. I'm just, doing a supposition, guessing. I'm guessing. But I started to go through some of these images, and I think these images are from about 2015, maybe one or two a bit more recent, but these are so good. These are really, really good. And again, 2003, 2015, we are talking a 12-year difference, and it's probably mid 2000s to the late 2000s when we started getting that really highly stylized skin look to it. This is the stuff I love. I love this type of work. And you can see, look at those images. And of course, we are talking a huge difference between professional models, and no doubt these are professional models, and the ones that were starting out of the episode. But I love Douglas's use of lighting. Absolutely fantastic. He's a real master at that. Not that there's no way he could have told or able to pick that in the America's Next Top Model images, but in these ones, these are just superb. Absolutely superb. Fantastic use of light and shadows, and yeah, the models are superb. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. I think this was for a jewelry company. I would suspect, because the necklace is so prominent. This is high-end stuff. No doubt about it, high-end stuff. Right up my alley. This is the type of work I like. I like the really stylized, the high, retouching. That's my thing. That's my jam. That's what I like. Some studio work. Actually, very similar to what I do. How cool is that? He's got such presence, this guy, in the image. Really good presence. Love the tattoos, all the ink all over his body in the background. The location's wonderful. And here we are, these location shots during the day, and he's using the light wonderfully. I don't know if it's natural light. I can't tell. Possibly, because going by the shadows, the light's coming from the right-hand side. Same with that one. Absolutely wonderful. So, Douglas Bizarro, you have been redeemed after the shocking results from the very first episode of America's Next Top Model. What they call it, Cycle 1, Episode 1, 2003. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share the hell out of these videos so I can get noticed. And in the meantime, again, thank you very much, and I'll catch you next time.